Welcome back sa Sulit Nga Ba? And in today's video, we will talk about watch, and more watches. Pero more specifically, we will talk about fossil watches or fossil watch. And very specific pa dyan is a fossil smartwatch. This is a Gen 4 Fossil Explorist na smartwatch that we purchased noong 2018, a Father's Day gift ng aking family sa akin. At ito ba'y sulit?
Oh my God!
Yes, ang daming watches. And very specifically, Fossil na brand. And these are not the only watches na meron ako. Meron pa, siguro meron pa mga 4 or maybe 6 more na magagandang watches. But I figured out and I realized na hindi na ako actually bumili pa ulit ng watch after this one. Actually, I was thinking about it. Bakit nga ba hindi na ako bumili ng watch after nitong isang ito? As you can notice, this is a smartwatch from Fossil. Yan, papakita natin. And mamaya, ilalapit natin. Gagawa tayo na mas magandang close-up view nito. And this is very specific to what just happened noong April 20, nung nagkaroon ng Apple event. I noticed they published another or naglabas sila ng bagong Apple smartwatch, which is the Gen 6 ng kanilang Apple Watch. So, let's put that down muna. So, here's the thing. 3 years ago, 2018, nung binili namin to, for me, yung gift sa akin to ng family ko, we were looking around and I was looking for a specific look and feel ng isang watch, right? And if you can see how I was picking, kung paano ko pinipili yung watch para sa kamay ko, I was looking very specifically for a classic, timeless look. And at the same time, something that's modern. Kasi gusto ko yung smartwatch that's connected to your phone, right? Yung makakonect sa phone mo and makakakonect sa devices mo. And there are many features na makikita mo sa smartwatch which is inclusive of your heart rate, steps, ECG, and it's also connected to your social media. Nakaka-receive ka ng email notification, messenger notification, Instagram notification, marireceive mo dito, and you have the luxury of reading through is there a recent notification. So, specifically in 2018, when I was checking and looking for a very good smartwatch, I came to consider yung iba't ibang factors such as functionality, yung look, yung appearance, and the price. So, beforehand, let's talk about why I picked this and bakit nag-stick na ako dito and naging sulit na tong watch na to, because after that, I've never actually intended to buy another smartwatch. So first, look at the watch. Yan po siya. Okay? Alright? So let's look at the design. The design first, no? Before before I take it off my hand and tingnan yung tsura. In specifically for men's wear or any fashion, in my opinion, I never go for trend, right? I always go for classic appearance and classic look. And this is one specific don. Look at the strap. This is pure leather. This is genuine leather sa taas. Beneath that is plastic, right? So, ito kahit ito mabasa, which in fact ginagawa ko pag nililinisan ko siya, it doesn't damage the leather. Maganda yung stitching, right? Nag-age ng konting leather. When you first buy this, medyo mas maputi ito. And definitely, mas lighter yung complexion niya, color tone niya. But in time, nagkakaroon siya ng rustic look, which is a little bit darker than it used to be. But the Fossil Gen 5 is actually darker din. So, ito yung isa sa nagustuhan ko dito. It's a classic timeless look. And if you look at the frame, yung itsura, yung mismong dial niya, it does have the fossil appearance. Yung simpleng build lang, pero meron siya ditong surrounding niya na parang silver. If you notice, the moment I touch it, lumalabas yung notification. But yan, silver dito na, if you compare to the typical fossil watch, kineri niya yun. And unlike other smart devices or smartwatches, meron ito yung kanyang typical knobs na nakikita nyo sa watch, which is this one and this one. So may dial siya. And it's very functional. So it just changes whatever you want to see sa face or sa mismong dial ng watch. On top of that, it actually has a blue. Blue yan. Blue yung color tone nito. Dark blue yan. Which is beneath dun sa mismong face ng watch. This is, I think, at least a 40, mas mataas siya sa 44 mm thick na watch na nakikita natin smartwatch. So, having said that, I was thinking, bakit ko to binili and why have I not purchased a new one ever since? Though, you know, ang dami na lumabas. 2018, nung time na yun, it's only the Apple OS na 3 watch na available. And that was the consideration. I was speaking between this and yung bagong lalabas na Apple Watch 4. And lo and behold, 4, 5, 6 just recently came out. And ito pa rin yung ginagamit ko. And iba pa rin yung appeal nito because of its classic and timeless look. Yung style nito, that's why you notice, medyo nag-wear tayo ng medyo formal na content dating, which is a long sleeves na jean. Bagay siya. Pwede mo siyang suotin. And now, tingnan natin siya sa casual look. Ayan, so you can see, naka-casual tayo. Tayo ay naka-t-shirt naman, na v-neck tayo. Pero yung dating niya, pwede pa rin siyang gamitin. And so you can actually wear this on your formal clothes na long sleeves or nakasuot ka ng casual na damit at hindi pa rin siya magmumukhang formal kasi nga classic and timeless yung dating nung watch, right? And this is the first reason kung bakit ko to nagustuhan. Unlike the typical Apple or Samsung device watches, it actually has to follow a certain fashion trend which is modern and medyo trendy ang dating. So this is one of the reasons why I purchased this. The second reason I purchased this and actually chose this as my preferred watch is the functionality. Sa totoo lang, ang watch, very basic naman ang function. It has to tell the time. Yun lang naman talaga yung very basic function ng watch. The function, andito na siya. It can tell the time. On top of that, I will show you the dial. So you can see the time itself. You can see the date. You can see any notification. And then here, you can see heart rate. Yun yung isa sa nagustuhan ko dito. It can tell the heart rate or your BPM, your beats per minute ng heart mo. O beat per minute, di ba? So, pag clinic mo yan, lalabas naman kung gaano ka bilis yung heartbeat na meron ka. Wala pa tong functionality ng ECG. That goes to the next generation. Yung Gen 5 yata nito meron na. Gen 4 wala pa ng ECG, but you really don't need that, in my opinion. So, it tells me the BPM ko ngayon is 82. And this is well-calibrated. Well-calibrated siya. Tinest ko na siya dun sa actual na stress machine nung medical ako and it's the same. So, okay na okay yung kanyang BPM. And if you look closer dito, medyo mas marami pa siyang function. Doon ako nagulat kasi this also offers yung step, fitness goals. Meron siyang counter ng steps, heart rate, tapos kung tumatakbo ka, pwede mo siyang i-set up, calories burn, and then kung ilang yung measure niya yung pounds mo. So this has the functionality na lahat ng kailangan ko. It also syncs, sinabi ko kanina, notification to my Facebook, notification sa office messenger namin. It also connects to my Instagram. So any notification na nakikita ko dyan. When I started buying smartwatches din, hindi ko naman inisip na ganun karami yung magiging functionality niya. But, again, thank you for that. It also doubles as a flashlight. As you can see, nag-move na ako dito sa clinic ko lang yung dial niya. Tapos, lalabas yung choices mo. Pag nakita mo yan, scroll mo lang pababa, click mo to, lalabas yung kanyang flashlight function. So, sa gabi or sa dilim, pwede mo gamitin na flashlight. And then, if you also choose the other functionality, meron siyang find your phone. So, pag clinic mo yan, hahanapin niya, nagsisignal na siya, hahanapin niya yung device mo na naka-sync sa kanya. Okay? So, hahanapin niya na ngayon si device, siya nag-ring. Kita niya? So, hinahanap niya ngayon si phone. So, halimbawa na misplace mo si phone, isinink mo siya dito, and then you're looking for it, i-click mo lang siya dyan. So, those are the intriguing at saka parang nagulat ako na functionality na meron ito. The other part na nagustuhan ko sa smartwatch na ganito is that there are many dials. Parang ito is one of the dial. Classic look sa akin to. Very basic. Nakikita ko yung time, nakikita ko yung date and the notification. But if I press long, kaya nyan, as you can see, I can pick kung ano yung dial na gusto ko o yung ano yung parang face ng watch na gusto kong gamitin. So, let's do it again. Yan, lalabas na, makakapili na ako. Iba't ibang klaseng view So, you can actually change the look of and feel ng watch mo. Yeah, for example, classic look. Balik natin. Yan na siya. Classic na. Iba na itsura niya. Para na siyang ibang klaseng watch. And then, yan. Ulitin natin. Palitan natin yung face niya. Medyo bata ng konti. Medyo sporty ang dating. Balik natin. Sporty na yung look. Tumatakbo. Click mo lang yan. It will count your steps. Ililink ka niya sa Google workouts. So, that's one of the reasons na nagulat ako sa dami pala ng pwedeng magawa sa smartwatch. But, generally, for me kasi, is the classic feel and look nito. Yun talaga yung naging very impressive sa akin. So, when I got this, I figured out na kailangan mo pala siya i-sync via Bluetooth sa iyong Android or your Apple or iOS na device. And pag na-sync mo na siya, that's going to be the time na pwede mo na siyang gamitin. Alright, this device also has the ability to connect to your Spotify, for music, may timer din siya, and it has a couple of more other functions such as this one. Ito yung medyo isa pang okay dito eh. Yung kanyang reminder. So, kung gusto mo mag-set ng reminder, may siyang alarm na bibigay sa'yo. Unlike sa traditional watch, pag gagawa ka ng isang alarm or isang setting, isa lang siyang lalabas. And then, it tells the weather as well. So, it's good to have something like this. For as long as you have connection sa internet mo and sa Bluetooth mo sa phone mo, it will actually give you the information that you want. Alright, so, now, let's make it a little bit more fashionable. So, let's assume na ikaw medyo nagsawa ka na sa ganitong klase na strap. You can actually go to Shopee, Lazada, and you will be surprised. You can actually get a strap for worth 200 pesos at magiging ganito na siya. Yan, naging na siyang mas sporty. Nagbalit na tayo ng black na kanyang strap. And I only purchased this sa Shopee, sa Lazada, worth 350 up to 600 pesos. No? Just know that this is a 22mm na haba dito. No? So, makikita nyo naman may choices kayo dyan sa inyong Explorist or sa inyong Fossil watches or sa inyong smartwatches. If you want to change it, you can actually buy it there. This is one example of how I actually change it up. At kung titingnan nyo, mas casual pa yung dating, mas black pa, di ba? Mas matapang yung color niya. But, I really prefer yung classic leather brown look. Back to that look. So, this is the look that I truly prefer. So, let's also change the dial. That's it. So, yan ang itsura niya. If you notice, very classic look and feel. Alright, so what's under the watch? No, ano nasa ilalim ng watch? As I mentioned earlier, plastic, and you can see there's a remark saying it's genuine leather. Ito yung kanyang charging area, no? So yung kanyang charger is actually a magnetic round na charging cable. So let me get that for you. So this is a charging cable, round siya, round type to. So please don't lose this. This is about 1,500 pag bibili mo siya online or pumunta ka sa kanyang shop, sa kanyang mga fossil shops. You can notice, magnetic. So, this charges for about 2 hours. Pag na-charge mo na siya ng 2 hours, magiging 100%. Sometimes 30% lang, 30 minutes lang, aabot na siya ng mga 50%. And you can use that for almost the entire day. Especially pag hindi naman marami notification mo. But full charge nito ng 2 hours a day and then you go out for a full day na 7 to about 10 hours outside of your house, you don't have to charge it again. Okay lang siya, especially pag hindi masyadong marami ang inyong calls or notification na nare-receive. Alright, so how much is this? Maybe you're asking how much ang mga fossil watches na ganito. So let me give you guys perspective. Alright? A fossil watch like this is a classic men's design na two-tone. Gold and silver. Gold yung kanyang face and also kanyang, yung silver yung kanyang face and gold yung kanyang surrounding. This is actually worth 12,000 pesos. Alright, this one is actually a larger size. Ito yung mga big face na mga larger size na mga fossil. One lang yung kanyang color tone, silver lang siya. And this one is about 14,000 pesos. And this one, which has a leather one, large, two-tone yung kanyang color, medyo green yung kanyang mga numbers. This is umabot to ng mga 14,000 pesos. How much is this one, which I actually use more often now than ever, or sa mga ibang watches na nabili ko in the past from Fossil? This is worth 15,900 pesos. At nabili namin to sa Estancia, dyan sa may Ortigas. And this has been used very often, every single day. And ang dami niyang face, as pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. So, with that said, this I bought every year, or sometimes every occasion, binibigyan ako ng mga anak ko and my wife. And this is the one na talagang tumagal nung 2018, 19, 20, 21. You know, thinking about that, 3 years later, and again, almost Father's Day na ulit, this has not been replaced since dahil sa kanyang functionality at talagang maganda yung pagkakagawa niya. If you look at the leather, intact. Look at the leather doon sa iba, medyo hindi na siya nag-discolor na talaga yung ibang leather niya, di ba? And to be honest, wala siyang scratches and blemishes kasi AMOLED yung kanyang display. So talagang napakaganda ng kanyang pagkakagawa. I would say this is probably one of the underrated smartwatches out there kasi Fossil is not known for technology, no? Fossil is known for classic men's watches, right? So ito talaga ang entry nila dito. This is what I think, this is the Gen 4 na talaga nag-break through sila sa kanyang design. If you look at the Gen 5 nito right now, it's actually all the same design. Itim lang yung kanyang face dito. Wala lang tong kanyang silver na lining na ganito sa kanyang labas. It's actually just dark, fully black yung kanyang watch, yung kanyang body ng watch, and then darker yung kanyang pagka-leather dito. Ito is actually light, darker yung pagkaka-leather nun. Quite similar to the Huawei one right now. Medyo pareho lang itsura yung lumabas yung Gen 5 tsaka yung Huawei. But ultimately, for me, compared to those brands or those designs, this one is very classic and pwede mong gamitin kahit na long sleeves, casual, even suits. Ginagamit ko to and it just has a very specific appeal. Napakaganda ng kanyang dating. It's very youthful, not too young, very professional ang dating, at the same time, classic ang kanyang appearance. It's actually worth 15,900. So, if you ask me kung sulit nga ba, and I really believe so, this watch ay sulit. And because sulit na sulit to, at gusto nyo tumingin ito, yung link nito sa Lazada, sa Shopee, just visit. And if you want something for, you can give one for Mother's Day, may pambabae nito for Mother's Day. And for the upcoming Father's Day, this one, kesa bumili kayo ng mga trendy nga, bago, but every year or every 8 months ay papalit, right? Go for something that's classic and timeless, such as this Fossil watch. You will save a lot of money, and at the same time, enjoy the functionality, and overall, easy to use kasi nga napaka-fit niya talaga sa lahat. Alright? Thank you for watching Sulit Nga Ba? And hope to see you on the next video. And sana makapag-review pa tayo ng malulupit na mga watches na gaya nito at mga iba pang product na pwede natin pag-usapan kung tama bang nabili mo at ito ba'y sulit.